Welcome back to Hip Hop Pot Docs, where we deep dive into the stories in the vast world of cannabis. Today, we're exploring the incredible journey of Montel Williams, a name synonymous with resilience, advocacy, and the groundbreaking conversations about medical marijuana. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Now let's get started. Strap in as we unfold the story of a man who battled adversity, not just for himself, but for millions around the globe.
I was diagnosed and told that I was going to be in a wheelchair in 4 years to 5 years. Well, it's now 17 years later, and I'm not. Now, I've had some difficulty along the way, but I work at this every single day.
Before becoming a vocal advocate for medical cannabis, Montel Williams had already lived several lifetimes. From the Naval Academy to becoming a motivational speaker and an Emmy-winning TV host. And his life was a testament to his tenacity. But in 1999, Montel faced his most formidable opponent yet, multiple sclerosis, a neurological disease that would change his life forever.
People don't realize that you had a stroke years ago and you battled MS for almost 20 years?
Hey, let me tell you what's really crazy. I had a stroke less than 6 months ago. On May 30th of this year, I spent almost the entire month of June in the hospital recovering from a stroke. The type of stroke that I had normally kills 50% of the people who have it. So I'm blessed to be sitting here with you today. But I think a lot of the reason why I'm here is because I've paid very close attention to my health my entire life. And especially when I got diagnosed with MS, I mean, I literally changed the way I live. And now that I've had a stroke, I've changed it even again.
Multiple sclerosis brought Montel pain and challenges he had never known. Determined not to let it defeat him, he sought out treatments to alleviate the symptoms. That's when he discovered cannabis.
This is the first state I've been to doing advocacy on this issue where on a blog, someone suggested that one of these clergy members here walk up and perform a citizen's arrest on me. I will show you the blog myself. They asked that someone perform a citizen's arrest on me because Montel Williams has probably gotten cannabis here in the state of Arkansas. So arrest him, and you can prove your point. I saw it on the blog. Well, you know what? You won. This is the first time in about 100 days that I've been in this much pain because I haven't been able to use my medication for the last 2 days getting here. Thanks.
Unlike traditional medications that brought him unbearable side effects, cannabis offered Montel relief from his excruciating symptoms. It was a turning point, not just in his battle against MS, but in his life's mission. Montel became a crusader for medical cannabis, using his public platform to push for legalization and research. He founded Lenitive Scientific, a company dedicated to producing high-quality medicinal-grade cannabis products, ensuring others could access the relief he had found.
There are benefits to cannabinoids, and not all of it gets you high. Not every bit of it is there for high. Your grandmother, who has been walking around right now because she's got 3 diabetic sores and she's barely making it around on her feet, there are salves and balms right now that we know at least help to relieve some of that pain. And that price tag for that is about $500 less than going after a prescription medication. Because of the adult usage thing now, and all of a sudden there's this great green rush, everybody wants to sell a lot of weed, and I go right ahead if that's what you want to do. But if you're going to call it medicine, then let's make sure that we are putting it in the marketplace at the best processing ways and manufacturing techniques that we use. Let's use it at a pharmaceutical grade, and that's what I'm attempting to do with Lenitive Labs. And anybody wants to find out about it, just go up on lenitivelabs.com. You can find out about what we've done.
But Montel's advocacy didn't stop at cannabis. He had become a voice for veterans and others suffering from debilitating conditions, lobbying for changes in policy and the public perception about medical marijuana. His work has been pivotal in shifting the conversation, contributing to the growing acceptance and legalization of cannabis across the United States.
People look at me and say, well, Montel, you're doing so great, and you have such, positive attitude. I'm positive now, but you remember when I was as depressed as I could be. I'm one of these guys who thought that, at this age I had a right to have an 8-pack. So I'm working out in the gym like a 25-year-old. I was traveling 3 cities a week. And I happened to be in a hotel here in New York. I was getting ready to do a conference as a keynote speaker. And I was in the gym pushing one of those workouts. I had a 60-pound dumbbell in front of me. I was doing 30 reps. And I stood up and I heard this pop. And I realized I'm the only person in this gym. So how was there a pop? And I looked to the left to figure out what happened. And when I came back this way, the whole room was a blur, a kaleidoscope. And then a wave of like super tired went over me. And what was crazy is, maybe about a month before I was watching Dr. Oz, and I saw an episode on stroke. And I remembered the left side of my mouth, the right side of my mouth, I started drooling almost immediately. And so all those symptoms registered in my brain. I went, I had a, you know what, stroke. No, you didn't. I went, yeah, I did. And then I sat down on a bench, and then I remembered listening to the words from the show, don't go to sleep and don't lay down.
So what'd you do?
And I mean, literally, I could barely move. I stood up and grabbed onto the walls. I had to wall walk about 50 yards to the elevator, hit the elevator. I was on the 2nd floor, went up to the 14th floor, got my key in the door. When I walked in the door, I fell out on the couch and I started screaming for my wife, Tara. I said, call an ambulance right now and tell them your husband just had a stroke. If she had not been in that room, I would be dead today.
Amen.
Montel Williams' journey is more than a story of celebrity. It's a testament to his power of resilience, the importance of advocacy, and the undeniable benefits of cannabis as medicine. His story inspires us to look beyond the stigma and see the potential for healing and hope. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Hip Hop Pot Docs. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of hip hop and healing. Until next time, keep advocating and keep healing. Peace.